Welcome back to your last and final installment on what to expect at Army Basic Training in 2021 amidst the coronavirus pandemic, with this video focusing in on blue phase, so stay tuned. Here we go! What's up, everybody? Welcome back here to Team SWARTZ, and if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Here I post a ton of Army basic training tips, recruiting, and other Army related videos, to include going live weekly to address your most desired questions and concerns. So without further ado, let's get started. Blue phase is your last and final phase in preparation for your Army basic training graduation. Blue phase is a total of 18 days with 11 days of actual Army training. The rest of your time in blue phase is literally in preparation for your last and final day, which is your graduation ceremony, before you move on to bigger and better things in your training. Day one is all about them hand grenades, so please have acute attention to detail, because this day is going to be the most nerve-wracking, the day that your drill sergeant's going to be most nervous out of almost all your time throughout Army basic training. So please listen to these blocks of instructions and remember everything step by step, verbatim. You're going to learn about the different types of hand grenades and how to choose and select the appropriate hand grenade to achieve your mission requirements. So you will be tested on this material, so pay attention to the different types of hand grenades and how and what is the purpose of using that particular hand grenade. So pay attention. You will also learn the various positions in which you will throw your hand grenade and how and when to utilize those throwing positions. You will learn how to handle your hand grenades in the most safe manner possible. Please listen to your drill sergeants, because play stupid games, win stupid prizes. After learning how to properly throw and handle your hand grenades, you will go through a hand grenade familiarization course with 6 firing points, and there are different ways that you will leverage and utilize those throwing positions to achieve your hand grenade mission. You will also go through the hand grenade qualification course with 4 firing points, in which you will throw your hand grenades utilizing the various throwing positions that you were previously taught. And later, you will throw 2 live hand grenades, and this is the moment where your drill sergeants are going to be the most nervous, probably very uptight and very, very strict in this process. Once you get into the bay with your drill sergeant, which is going to look like a mini bunker, okay, what have you, right? And you are going to throw your 2 live hand grenades. If you drop them inside that bay, your drill sergeant is going to put their hands on you. And I don't mean like beat you up. I mean, we are literally going to grab you and toss you out of that bay to safety, because you accidentally, hopefully not purposefully, dropped your hand grenade where you are currently standing. So watch the video on the screen or the photos, you'll see what I mean. But if for some reason you fail to properly deploy or throw your hand grenade, we will grab you and throw you out of that bay to safety. Please don't drop it. Have acute attention to detail. Follow the directions. Your drill sergeant, if they need to, will walk you through the whole process. We are just as nervous as you sometimes, depending on our trainee that we have in front of us. So please, be safe, be smart, learn this stuff, and be confident. You'll be all right. After deploying and throwing your hand grenades, please do not look at it. Don't be like, oh, I want to see it go off. Drill sergeant will grab you by your top and drag you down. Do not look. It's not something you want to look at, because if you play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes, okay? Be smart. Day 2 is all about your battle team live fire training exercise and a class, which is about an hour long towards the end of your day, about how to identify combat and non-combat hybrid threats, or essentially your rules of engagement. Your battle team live fire training exercise is going to be an all-day event. This is going to be a very tiresome event for your drill sergeants. We're going to be exhausted. We're running. All right, so each lane right? You're gonna be utilizing the low crawl, high crawl, and 3 to 5 second rush for up to 150 meters. At the end of your lane with you and your battle buddy, both you and your battle buddy are gonna have your own lane, and you're gonna move forward to the next point, engaging targets, again, leveraging the low crawl, high crawl, and 3 to 5 second rush, okay? Utilizing battle team commands, right? So when you get to your first location, right, as you move up, you're gonna say, cover me while I move. Got you covered. Then you're gonna put your weapon on safe and you're gonna go to the next point. Once you get there, you're gonna sound off with set, and then you're gonna return fire to the enemy. And then your battle buddy is going to tell you, cover me while I move. You're gonna say, got you covered. Then they're gonna put their weapon on safe and they're gonna move up to the next point, and then they're gonna yell at you, set! And it's gonna be like this all the way to the end, which again is about 150 meters. Again, you are going to be engaging targets all throughout this lane. This is considered advanced rifle marksmanship training. So once you get to your final points, you and your battle buddy are going to deploy your hand grenades to your intended target. So the commands essentially at this point is you're gonna say to your battle, cover me while I prepare my grenade. Then he or she is gonna say, got you covered. You're gonna put your weapon on safe, you're gonna put your weapon down, you're gonna take out your hand grenade, go through the whole process of preparing your hand grenade, you're gonna strike a pose after you identify your target, you're gonna toss and throw your hand grenade, and you're gonna yell out to your battle, frag out! And both of you are going to hit the dirt. Once the grenade goes off, you will continue to return fire toward the enemy. Your battle buddy is going to do the same while you return fire or suppressive fire towards the enemy. Again, this is an all-day event, and today is going to be using blanks. So it's like real ammunition without the projectile. So it's a training event. Get accustomed to how you go through everything. So every time you move forward or advance forward in your lane, during the movement process, your weapon needs to be on safe, and your drill sergeant will be checking, and do not get caught with your weapon on fire as you are moving up to the next point, okay? So pay attention to detail, have fun. This is a lot of fun and tiresome, right? Now, you're just doing it once, maybe twice if you're lucky, but you're definitely gonna do it once, and your drill sergeant is gonna be doing it like all day long. So there you have it. And at the end of the day, like I said, you're going to be getting taught how to identify combat and non-combat hybrid threats and how to utilize your rules of engagement. So whenever you get deployed overseas, you're going to have a set of rules of engagement. Even with myself, when I was on the Homeland Security mission here in New York City with the New York Army National Guard, we had our own rules of engagement. We had a card that we kept in our ammo pouch, and those are the rules that are set. Do not break those rules, or you could face UCMJ action while you're in the active duty Army and deployed overseas on federal active duty service. When you're in the States, if you're in the Army National Guard and you're going to be on a mission, again, you're going to have to follow your rules of engagement. So day 3 is all day long battle team live fire training exercise, but with the difference is now you are using actual live ammo. Your drill sergeants are going to be probably just as stressed out as they were with you throwing the live hand grenades, because there's a lot of moving parts, right? And how do I whoo, do the right thing. Just remember that every time you move forward, put your weapon on safe. That's all you need to remember. Put your weapon on safe, advance forward, leveraging the low crawl, high crawl, or 3 to 5 second rush. Once you are set, select your weapon from safe to semi and engage your target. And again, utilizing proper, effective communication commands. Day 4 is going to include your platoon drill evaluation with your assigned weapon. So essentially it's DNC or drill and ceremony with your M4 rifle, okay? We're gonna go over the left shoulder arm, right shoulder arm, port arm, sling arm, stack arm, so on and so forth. You'll see what I mean, and obviously marching with your rifle. So have fun, enjoy it. Day 5 is going to include your final external exams, okay? You're gonna be tested on everything that you learned to date at Army Basic Training. So make sure that you are paying attention, obviously throughout all basic training. If you haven't seen my previous videos, go check them out. Get your mind right, get ready, and get her done. And day 6 is going to be your ACFT evaluation, or your Army Combat Fitness Test, okay? Although it is not currently a graduation requirement and nobody Army-wide is expected to pass the ACFT, but you should be striving for the minimum standard, which is gold standard, or now with this 3.0, the minimum standard is 60% across the board, okay? So although it is not a basic training graduation requirement, it is, however, a Forge FTX or field training exercise requirement. So you could possibly fail the ACFT and move on through your training and be perfectly fine and eventually go to AIT. However, I'll post a video right up here for you to go check out, okay? What it basically says is, for safety reasons, like if you grossly fail the ACFT, or if you hit like minimum standards on all 6 events, or at least 5 out of the 6, in one event you fail, they could potentially recycle you to an earlier phase or restart to day 0, which you don't want, okay? The 60% mark is super easy to pass, and now with the ACFT 3.0 that just went in effect 1 April, the leg tuck, right? You only need to do 1 leg tuck to pass this event. Or they now made that temporary plank event a permanent event. So now it's 2 minutes and 9 seconds to hit that 60% mark, okay? So I would rather yeet that mother flower and get that 1 leg tuck versus holding that plank for 2 minutes and 9 seconds. It's a duh.com. Go with the leg tuck. Practice every single day. So the ACFT will take up about 6 hours of today, and the rest of the day is your Forge preparation, packing your rucksack, everything that you're going to need to accomplish your Forge, okay? Your Forge is your last and final field training exercise, culminating everything that you've learned to date and executing it in situational training exercises. It's gonna be super fun. I love this. Ooh, I love this stuff. So day 7, before you start your Forge, is nothing but Sunday vibes. You know the deal. Day 8 will be the start of your Forge FTX, which will include 81 hours worth of training. You will start your Forge FTX with a 10-mile ruck march under heavy load, okay? And also keep in mind, over the next 4 days, you'll be traveling over 40 miles in total. Okay, it's going to be in heavy loads too, so it's going to be a very tiresome day that's going to test you both mentally and physically. In a classroom environment and during the field training exercise, during your Forge, you are going to be learning about counter-improvised explosive devices, okay? You're going to be learning about military, civilian, and homemade IEDs, okay? Improvised explosive devices. And how to identify visual indicators of such IEDs in the area in a current situation that you may or may not find yourself in the future throughout your military operations. You're going to learn how to react to potential IEDs to prevent personnel and equipment damages or loss. You will also knock out combat operations in a TAA, basically a situational training exercise, so on and so forth. With day 9, continuing your Forge FTX. Today is going to include 10 miles of movement, whether it's a ruck march or just movement through the woods, so on and so forth. You're going to be going through a medical lane, applying all the medical skills that you've learned to date, okay? And it's based on a go, no-go status. So make sure that you apply all those skills effectively and confidently that you learned throughout your training. You will also knock out your assault course, known as the Night Infiltration course, or commonly known and referred to as Nick at Night. Again, it happens at night. You will be leveraging and utilizing the low crawl and the high crawl, all right, throughout this assault course, where you will have a 50 caliber shooting above you with tracers. So it kind of looks like Star Wars with lights going choo, 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 choo. Fun times. You will also conduct and knock out a resupply mission as directed. On day 10, you are going to conduct your battle march and shoot, which requires you to ruck march or road march under heavy load 10 miles. Once you get to your final destination, you are going to drop your rucksack and you are going to execute low crawls, high crawls, and 3 5-second rush to the range where you will commence shooting on the rifle range, shooting about 40 rounds at targets ranging from 50 meters to 300 meters. This is going to be a very tiresome but a very fun event. As previously described in previous videos, Pugils are back, and today is going to be the Pugils competition. Pugils is the padded stick that you see videos and photos of soldiers wearing football helmets, padded gear, mouth guard, and they're beating people up. So if you got beef with somebody, you want to get something off your chest, call them out. Hey you, Private Snuffy, I call you. All right? So if you got beef, like I said, this is the most constructive and legal way of handling business, okay? Leave it in the ring, okay? Do not do anything outside of the ring because you could face UCMJ action, you could go to jail, you can get kicked out. So do not get into a physical or verbal confrontation with somebody outside of this event, okay? So you got beef, handle it inside the ring and leave it in the ring, okay? I'm gonna tell you though, it is a very, very tiresome, if you don't know anything about competition, all right? Those 2 to 3 minutes are gonna feel like 10 to 20 minutes. Right? So hopefully your endurance is pretty good. Slow is fast, fast is slow, okay? So try to conserve your energy, but be proactive at the same time, okay? You can be defensive and counterattack, but just have fun. This is a very memorable event. I'm so glad that they brought it back in 2021 and that with COVID restrictions, they realized that is an okay event. You also knock out a mass casualty exercise along with an equipment movement. So once all this is done for the day, that's it, lights out. On day 11, you will conduct another 10-mile ruck march, okay? And when we get through COVID, today is the day that you will knock out your Army Combatives competition, okay? So as previously described, just like we talked about with the Pugil, so you got beef with somebody, call them out. Tap out or pass out, mother flower. You wanna go night-night? You wanna go night-night? All right, so your last event is you are going to march to your soldier ceremony, or what is commonly referred to as the turning blue ceremony. It is at this point, at this moment, that you have successfully completed your Forge FTX and have officially passed all of your graduation requirements. It is at this time that you will sound off like you've never sounded off before throughout your entire training, the Soldier's Creed. You will sing the Army song, you will hear guest speakers. This is the moment where you earn that title of a United States soldier. And as part of this ceremony, we are going to have you take out your black beret, and your drill sergeants are going to assist you and show you how to properly wear your black beret. At the same time, they're going to patch you with your unit patch of the U.S. Army patch, making you and signifying that you've passed and met all your graduation requirements. This is gonna bring tears to a lot of your faces. I'm telling you, a lot of you are going to find basic training one of the most challenges, the biggest challenge of your life. With all the blood, sweat, and tears and all the BS that we go through in dealing with the COVID restrictions and so on and so forth, this is gonna be a memorable event for you. And I'm proud of you. If you make it this far, I'm proud of you, all right?
Only those who have earned the right to be called soldiers march under the red, white, and blue banners. Stand tall now under these banners as you reaffirm your oath of enlistment.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear. I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. Against all enemies. Foreign and domestic. And I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the same. I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations.
From here, you will move on to your Forge recovery. Recuperate, relax, kick back, clean up, all that good stuff, all right? And day 12 is all about recovery. And it's gonna start with breakfast, which they are going to refer to as your warrior meal. So pre-COVID, drill sergeants will serve you your food on nice plates and silverware and all that good stuff, all the dressings, tablecloth, the nice, all the nice dressings, okay? So the drill sergeants will serve you, and once everyone's been served, drill sergeants will then serve themselves, and we will sit with you, break bread, talk, chat, have a good time, within reason, right? We're still your drill sergeants, but we're gonna break bread with you and sit with you and talk with you and mingle with you for this meal. It's a very memorable, kick back, laid back, have some fun, right? You didn't graduate, but you met all the requirements at this point. And like I said, today is gonna be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Recovery, baby. Day 13 is gonna be a very long and tedious day. It's gonna suck for you. Trust me, been there, done that, got the badge, all right? Weapons cleaning, okay? Just clean your weapon really, really good. Don't be the first trainee to walk up to the drill sergeant and be like, "Drill sergeant, I think my weapon is clean." Because the drill sergeant's gonna whip out their white glove, and they're gonna go straight to the star chamber, right? The upper receiver. You'll know what I mean. It's gonna look like a crown, like the top of a castle. You stick his finger in there, and he's gonna get some gunpowder right here on the fingertip of the pinky, okay? Your weapon's not clean. I don't care if you use a little fuzzy wire thing or Q-tips or a rag. Your pinky is gonna be your best tool to get up in there and clean that area, okay? You're gonna have to clean the upper receiver, the lower receiver, no dust, no grease, no nothing, okay? Put a little bit of CLP on there, all right? But do not be the first handful of trainees going up there saying that your weapon is clean, because I guarantee you, your drill sergeant's gonna turn you around looking like you got two freaking heads, probably. Wait, okay? Wait a long time, all right? But just make sure you keep cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, okay? And all day, drill sergeant's gonna be calling you in one by one, knocking out your end of the cycle counselings, finishing up, wrapping up your paperwork for blue phase in preparation for your graduation. And day 14 is nothing but Sunday vibes. However, just gonna throw this out there, if your weapon had not been cleared as being clean the day prior, expect not only to be doing barracks maintenance like you usually and typically do on Sunday afternoons, but you're gonna be cleaning your rifles some more. Day 15 is your CIF turn-in, okay? So all the equipment that you've been cleaning since the forge recovery began, once you successfully completed the forge, you're gonna go back to the CIF or centralized issuing facility and turn in your helmet, your rucksack, your sleeping bag, all those things that they give you for basic training, right? You're gonna turn that in. Make sure that all your things are in perfect order. They are super clean, not a speck of dirt on there, because if you don't know, you're gonna find out that CIF does not take back anything that is dirty or perceived to be dirty, okay? So may the CIF gods forever be in your favor. Good luck, Pry. On day 16, you're gonna knock out some commander's time, where the commander's gonna come out and chit chat with you a little bit, and your drill sergeant throughout the day is gonna bring you in one by one, again, because there's typically over 60 trainees that they have to counsel, so you're gonna continue to knock out those end of the cycle counselings with y'all, and you're gonna, again, continue to do activities in preparation for graduation. You're also gonna receive an additional DNC class at this time, so enjoy it, have fun. It's gonna be pretty boring, not gonna lie. These last few days are gonna be like a lot of hurry up and wait and pretty boring, so. But you made it, so don't worry about it, all right? Day 17, typically pre-COVID, would include your family day. So before I go into that, the first thing you're gonna do that morning for PRT, right, your PT session for the morning, is going to be a company run. Plan on running or expect to be running 4 to 5 miles at a reasonable pace, okay? It's a company pace, so it's at the slowest person's pace. Do not fall out, please, please do not fall out. You're gonna look like a soup sandwich. Do not fall out of this formation, because you're going to embarrass your drill sergeants, because the commandant, the command sergeant major of the post, typically will run with you, maybe even a general or some high-ranking individual, okay? But usually, typically, the commandant will be running with you, okay? So do not embarrass yourselves or your drill sergeants, because you don't want to find out. So today, typically what would normally happen is you would knock out your family day. So due to COVID restrictions, it doesn't matter if you have the vaccine or not. As of right now, it's not a set standard that everyone's vaccinated, so on and so forth. So until we get through COVID, or until it becomes feasible that it's safe to bring back family members and friends onto post and to mingle with y'all, no family day until further notice, okay? Even if they have the vaccine, all right? So no family day, and that typically you would normally be with your family for 4 hours. So today you will be doing your graduation ceremony rehearsal in preparation for the graduation ceremony the following day. And while you're not doing the graduation rehearsal, your drill sergeant will be continuing to knock out any pending end of cycle counselings. And day 18 is graduation. Congratulations, you made it this far, okay? The hardest part of your initial entry training is over. All the blood, sweat, and tears, all the challenges, the obstacles that you overcame, the fears that you conquered. You met people from different cultures, from different backgrounds, making friends or battle buddies for life. You accomplished a huge feat. Less than 1% of today's nation serves in the United States military. Less than 1%. So you are part of the 1% club. No matter what happens to you in life, no matter if you are stripped of everything, they will never be able to take away from you your title of a United States soldier. Stand tall. Be proud. There are many people out there that do not understand or could fathom why we chose to do what it is that we do. It takes a unique individual knowing the inherited risks of becoming a soldier. You stand for freedom and the American way of life. We preserve our American traditions, and we will fight for our country if needed. And if you're in the National Guard, you will assist your states in times of need as well. Gotta plug in the National Guard. So, pre-COVID and post-COVID, we will have in-person graduation ceremonies. However, during COVID, until further notice, there are no in-person graduation ceremonies. Unfortunately, I get it. I feel for you. I empathize. I even sympathize for you. It is a highly, highly memorable event that I cannot wait to get back reinstated into basic training. All right? No one in TRADOC or in the training environment wishes this on anyone, okay? We get it. It's frustrating. It's irritating. It's sad. Again, I feel for you. But until we get past a point where it's safe enough to have a strategy in place that makes sense, that keeps everyone involved safe, there are no in-person graduation ceremonies. And it will be streamed live on Facebook, either on the official Facebook page for your post that they're graduating from, or on their specific company page. Typically, days before the graduation ceremony, your trainee will call you and tell you which, they may even send you the link for the Facebook Live, okay? It's gonna be about 30 to 45 minutes-ish, so make sure you hit the screen record on your cell phone while you're watching it so you can keep that memento. They probably won't be selling the graduation ceremony, unfortunately, because it is what it is. But be proud of your trainee because they accomplished so much during this time. And thank you so much for supporting your trainee because they went through hell. They are coming back to you as a better person, especially if they embrace everything that we teach to them and instill all the values and training and discipline that they could leverage for the rest of their lives. At this time, you know the deal. Drop a hashtag Team SWARTZ down in the comment section. Let me know that you're my ride or die Team SWARTZ squad member. Like this video, smash it if that's something you're into. And I'll see you in the next video. Hell yeah! Hold up! Wait a minute. Like this video and follow me on social. And while you're at it, go ahead and check out one of my other videos right over here. Just pick one. They're pretty cool. I mean, I liked it. I mean, I was in it. Spoiler alert. I teach you something. Just saying.